What is up? Live from Montebello, it's Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast, and joining me this week is not Peter Milling, it's my best friend, Jai Polidore, is here again, pinch hitting. He is a reliable co-host. And when I put out the call on the internets today. I said, Pete, let me know at the very last second he couldn't do the show tonight, and we couldn't use the shop either. That's why we were live from Montebello today, and that's why we were back to being inverted. Last week we had corrected that. We had corrected the inversion last week, but now no fun switcher studio here. It's still back to my old iPhone. It's me and Jai Polidore.
Konnichiwa.
So it's a very unusual week. So we're here live again, and I've made it a point. And over, God, I've been doing this show for over 2 years now.
Has it been 2 years?
It's been 2 years. We started this nonsense right after I got fired from GameStop.
Wow.
And that was November of 2016.
Oh.
So I started this. We started this right when the Switch came out. Although the week the Switch was announced and they did all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was 2017, my friend.
Whoa.
We were 2019. In 2 years of us doing this show, I always made it a very point. I did not want to delve into the world of politics, because I am a student of political science. I studied that for several years. I studied political science in the year of our Lord 2000, which tells you everything you want to know about how my schooling went. Yeah. So I like to stay away from politics, and unfortunately, things have happened. I mean, we try to stay positive on the show, but this past weekend, bad things happened. Terrible things happened. I'm not going to dignify it with names and things, but we all know what happened this past weekend. And but unfortunately, some shitheads, I don't mean to call names, but shitheads, some people on the right-wing side are starting to point the finger at video games again. I could have sworn we went through this shit 20 years ago, where I believe we were both young men.
Mm-hmm.
When video games were being blamed for all the maladies of the world, just like rock music was blamed for all the maladies of the world before that. Oh, you play the record backwards.
Music of the devil it was.
The music of the devil. And I thought we had settled this. I thought this studies had been proven that video games are not the cause. They're just there, just like anything else. Mm-hmm. Just like movies or music. They're just there. They're not the cause. They're not inspiring. But apparently, the fuckhead who shot up the El Paso Walmart, he left a manifesto, and he made one passing Call of Duty reference. Apparently, in his manifesto, this is what from what I've seen. So now lawmakers are now like, especially Cheeto McFuckhead.
That's actually a really good nickname. I can't fault you for that.
Yeah, he wants to introduce. They want to ban violent games. They're bringing all that. They're dredging that back up from 2000 to 2005. They're dredging the let's blame video games for everything, and instead of what we should be blaming. But we're not going to. I'm going to focus on the nerd section because this is Dre's Geek Philosophy. We're going to focus on the nerd part. But what the fuck?
Here's the thing, and I was on Kotaku earlier today,
mm-hmm.
and I read the article where they were saying that video games do not need to be defended. And
right, I saw something about that.
To be fair, it's not that video games don't need to be defended, because they do. Whenever something comes up that is used as a scapegoat, you have to defend that position, regardless of how many facts and figures and whatnot are used against it. Because when you take a tragedy such as this,
mm-hmm.
and instead of looking at the root problem,
mm-hmm.
you jump to a conclusion, and please forgive me, but the following tirade is going to include racism, sexism, there might be 2 or 3 other isms in there,
okay.
And despite the fact that I swore off cussing, I'm probably going to cuss on this one.
I was about to say, I could pick up the slack for you in the cussing department, since I know you've sworn off the swear words. That's why I said Cheeto McFuckhead.
For you to make the kind of jump to conclusions that no woman, if you took every woman in the history of women and combined them all into some giant megazord woman, you still couldn't jump to the kind of fucking conclusion that after 30-something fucking people died in 2 goddamn days, said, video games are the cause of this.
Yeah.
You've got to be incrementally, monumentally motherfucking stupid to come up with some bullshit like that. That said,
That's it.
like comics, like rock and roll, like rap music, and everything that old white people do not like before video games.
Mm-hmm.
Let us not forget that people have been looking for reasons to kill people for, we'll just say, since the dawn of time immemorial. That's just the way it is. I need a reason to kill you. Guess what? Here's a reason that completely absolves me from any responsibility, any accountability at all. And here's the other thing. Other old, ignorant white people, no disrespect to young, cool white people, or old, cool white people, but young, ignorant white, but old, ignorant white people can literally go sit on a cactus that's nestled in between the largest pair of shark jaws and fuck themselves, because that would still be a better goddamn decision than blaming some shit on something that's completely innocent. That's hands down the last thing that anybody should say on it. You want to get to the root of the problem? Let's take Cheeto McFuckstain out of it, okay? Let's take the president out of it, because it's not like the black guy who was running things for 8 years. It's not like he wasn't the subject of racism either, okay? So we're going to take race out of it, okay? You have a complete disrespect for guns, for human life. And if any time in your life you sit here, and I say this as somebody who was at one point in time thought of nothing more than ending a man's life, and I shit you not, I'm not exaggerating to make the story cool. For you to have gone that far off the deep end, you no longer care about that person's life, but you don't even care about yours. Self-preservation is the strongest emotion that human beings have. And for you to throw that aside means you just don't care. You don't care about human life. You don't respect human life. And to be honest, if that's the case, why don't you just skip the middleman and put the gun to your own goddamn head and pull the trigger? And then you'll be a martyr for your cause. You can still have your manifesto, your 2,300-word suicide letter, and everybody's going to be like, and old white people will be like, man, maybe he should have... And nobody's going to say, man, we sure are glad he didn't kill 30 people. Nobody's going to say that. They're going to feel sorry for you and the pain that you have caused, you incompetent cactus fucking shark raping bastard. Go fuck yourself, and hell is not even a good enough place for you when you die.
Ladies and gentlemen.
God damn it.
Jai Polidore.
Sorry.
I know. I'm glad you're here, because I couldn't have done that myself. Jeez. Holy fuck.
That pisses me off, man.
Yeah, because it's not that, what the fuck? The video games, it should be the last thing. Like, this person was disturbed. There's something fucking wrong with him. I don't think Call of Duty pushed him.
He drove for 9 hours. He made a 9-hour drive, and the whole time he wasn't sitting here be like, man, I remember that one time I was playing Call of Duty and I got that guy on a headshot. Man, that shit was nice. No, he sat there for 9 fucking hours and said, fuck Mexicans. The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, he specifically went to El Paso. He left his incredibly white area, wherever he actually was from, in the other side of fucking Texas, and drove specifically to the El Paso Walmart because he wanted a higher percentage of Mexicans to kill. Yeah, it's just, no, it's not games, it's not anything else. And it just fucking bothers me that, that's the immediate, instead of because all these fucking politicians have the NRA up their asses.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, they're shoving $1,000 up their butts. And they're like, all right, it's been a while since we blamed video games. Let's blame video games.
Thoughts and prayers, bitches.
Thoughts and prayers. Oh my, it's infuriating. They look for any other fucking excuse other than the actual fact, we allow fuckheads to buy guns very fucking easily.
And it's not even that. It's not even that. I swear to God, I could give my 5-year-old a gun and she would be like, and because I'm a decent fucking person, I would say, look, baby girl, this is not something that you play with. This is not a toy. We tell our kids from birth, these things are dangerous. We put plastic covers over our wall sockets. We sit here and we lock up our cabinets. We keep anything that's an aerosol spray can away from our kids when they are youth. We teach them, hey, this is dangerous. It can hurt you. It can hurt somebody else. So you mean to tell me that at no point in fucking time in his life did somebody say, hey, killing people is wrong. No one told him that?
No,
the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Sorry for cursing, but I'm not supposed to do that shit anymore.
But this type of shit, I mean, for like the statistic I saw was like in 2019, this was the 250th.
51st.
51st. I'm sorry.
51st when you count the one in Ohio.
251st freaking mass shooting, and I'm suddenly like, hey, let's blame everything but the actual people.
Yeah. Let's blame the people. Let's not blame the people. Let's not blame guns. Let's blame video games. Because just like, and I'm about to get sexist again, just like when a woman is wronged, God for fucking bid she ever say, I'm sorry, babe, I was wrong, I did this. Instead, what she will do, thank you, Bill Burr, she will come up with a myriad of excuses to get you mad at her, so you call her a name, because now she has a legitimate reason to be mad. No, bitch, you fucked up.
Yeah, what I saw this morning is apparently that the House has introduced a gun bill like 4 months ago, but turkey fuck McTurtleface. If you can't figure out who that is, I'm sorry, then you're not following along.
If you don't know who that is,
the Republican
that means you're
fuckhead,
smart.
Well, the Republican fuckhead who's in charge of the Senate has deliberately delayed voting on this thing. He has not allowed this fucking thing to fucking happen. No, because obviously the gun lobby, the NRA, the people who manufacture, there's too many people profiting off this.
Oh yeah.
To stop it. I forgot who it was yesterday. A professional wrestler, Sami Zayn. He made a really great tweet where he said, one person failed with a shoe bomb and I have to take off my shoes every time I get on an airplane.
I saw that. That was brilliant.
But we keep all these people keep shooting places up, and what happens? Nothing. Literally nothing happens.
Hey man, I got thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
I got thoughts and prayers. I got which are about as useful as a condom with 2 holes in it, or a teenager, depending on your point of view. If you like teenagers, or you're lucky that your condoms have never broken, they're about as useful as a turtle on its back. It's just...
So you're saying Mitch McConnell's always on his back?
Always on his back. He's a bottom.
He's a bottom.
He's
a bottom. He's a fucking terrible human. And I swore never to do politics, but they're fucking with us.
And it's not
they're
just
fucking with us, and we've been through this.
There are more than enough studies.
The name I thought I would never utter, my Jack Thompson, this fuckhead.
And he's been disbarred. He became an ambulance chaser, which in and of itself is 1, unethical, and 2, will get you immediately disbarred.
Yeah.
The fact that he was able to do it for as long as he did speaks volumes.
Yeah, there was a guy, like, I would say 14 years ago, like he was at his peak between 2003 and 2005. I remember we were working at GameStop and we were constantly bitching about Jack Thompson. And there was this guy, this shitty lawyer who was literally ambulance chasing, looking for any reason to blame video games for any violent outburst, for any crime. Like, oh no, it wasn't the kid's fault, it was the Doom, it was the Halo, it was the Grand Theft Auto. Ooh, Grand Theft Auto. You know how many... If Grand Theft Auto caused people to go out and commit crime, this place would be the fucking goddamn Mad Max.
It'd be the Purge all the goddamn
We'd be the Purge all the fucking time.
And I tell you this, I love the shit out of me some Grand Theft Auto, but I can guarantee you, 1, I have never killed a hooker in my life. I'm alive for 42 years, and not once have I ever thought, I need to beat that bitch with a bat. Nah, just full Negan. Just beat that bitch with a... I've never thought that. Never.
See,
never.
On the converse end, I never enjoyed Grand Theft Auto. It was just never my thing. But I love me some Red Dead Redemption. But you never see me put on a cowboy hat, ride a horse, and steal a fucking stagecoach.
Mortal Kombat, never have I thought about pulling out somebody's spine. Well, I've thought how cool it would be to do it, because, man, that shit is awesome. But I've never, you know what? I bet you I could pull out that guy's spine. No sane person thinks that. Now, there's the problem.
Yeah.
Sanity. This person, now you could say it's a mental illness, and maybe, just maybe, it is. But what about the fact, but that, again, absolves the person of any responsibility or accountability.
It wasn't
for their
him, it was
actions.
his mental illness. No.
Bullshit. Because anybody who says that, I tell you what, anybody who says that it's a mental illness can go speak to the mother and father of Tamir Rice.
Mm-hmm.
Because you go to that boy's parents who was just sitting, and that boy was just sitting minding his own goddamn business in a park with a toy gun, and those cops walked up and shot his ass. Now you tell me that maybe the cop had a mental illness. Kid wasn't doing anything. He was doing kid shit, sitting on a goddamn swing that every one of us has done at one point in time in our lives, minding his own fucking business, and cop said, "Hey, what you doing?" Doop, doop, doop. That cop have mental illness?
Nope.
Tell me that. Tell me that.
I'm sure they put him on a nice paid administrative
I
leave.
would love to be able to go
trauma.
kill people. Why do you think I want to be a cop? How about that? You give me a gun and a badge, I will go snuffing motherfuckers like this is a goddamn Faces of Death video, and the only thing that I'm going to get out of that shit... These motherfuckers got me behind the desk. Man, you know what's cool? Not having to deal with people getting chainsawed to death and shit. All I got to do is file some paperwork. And if that, I might even be at home with my side chick just in case my wife want to have an attitude and shit. And I'm still getting paid because I got a mental illness. Go fuck a cactus! Sorry. I ain't supposed
See,
to...
right now, Daniel Wong made an awesome point, which I saw our former executive producer, Sam, made. See, Japan produces incredibly violent games, but do they have mass shootings or guys running around with swords or guitars bashing over people's heads or running out and joining the Yakuza? Or I'm trying to think of all the most popular games in Japan. Running out and trying to kill animals like Monster Hunters.
But you know what Japan does have? Here's what Japan also has. They got cops on every corner.
Oh.
They got cops on every corner.
They do. They do. See?
They got cops on every corner.
There's so many, like, we blame video games, but you look at all these other countries that all have video games, but oh look, no mass shootings.
No mass shootings. And when one happens, you know what they do? They're like, they shut that shit down like a parent who grounded their kid. Oh, you think you can come home at 1 o'clock in the morning? Holler at your boy for a second. I got something for you.
I believe Australia had like a mass shooting like X amount of years ago, and then they instituted gun laws, and what happened? No more mass shootings.
They haven't had one since.
I love people say, oh, but criminals will still get their guns. You know what criminals aren't doing? Criminals aren't doing mass shootings.
Yeah, these are just normalized white people who can't get their dick sucked.
It's
Fuck
like
Mexicans.
These incel, freaking unhappy, freaking psychopathic, morons who all happen to be white. They all happen to be white. So whenever it's a white one, oh, he must have a mental illness.
He's got to.
If it's a person of color, then get rid of all the Muslims, get rid of all the blacks, build a wall, get rid of all the Mexicans.
People must die.
Round them all up. They're all but if it's a white person, let's consider his mental state. Let's consider his mental ability.
His mental state is crazy.
He must have a traumatic experience.
He is. He's about to meet the business end of a gun.
Yeah, it's he's in Texas, so.
Where was the good guy with a gun in Texas?
Right?
I'm just
asking. Isn't that
asking.
an open carry state?
You mean to tell me that nobody else with a mental issue was like, wow, that their partner, he got some problems. Maybe I should stop him. No one said that?
Nobody said that. So yeah, Mike Kirksey, I had a feeling you'd be happy if Jai came back. Because you and Jai here, same. You're on a similar wavelength. Jai has his own Jai science, and he has G science.
See, it's like science, but better.
See, I forgot about Jai's science.
Giants.
And
it's
then
like science,
Giants.
but better.
It's like science, but better. And then our friend Mike Kirksey, he has G science,
which is also like science, but better.
See, you guys would be. We'd be stellar friends, I'm sure. You would get along swimmingly, you and our boy the G-Son here. I don't know if I can hammer this point home any further, but it's fucking stupid.
Gun laws are not going to help, okay? It's not even about gun laws anymore, all right? It's not about racist rhetoric anymore, okay? I'm 42 years old. I've been called a nigger by people who don't like black people, okay? Not one of them has threatened to shoot me. I've been called mayates by Mexicans who don't like black people, and not one of them has ever threatened to shoot me. I understand more than just about everybody, or more as much as anybody else who's been through the shit, what racism is. It is hatred that is fueled by ignorance. And I say that as somebody who's one of his dearest friends grew up in a racist household. And when I say that, I mean he had, thank God, Peckerwood in big fucking letters tattooed across his back. And my homegirl was like, look, This is a true story. He said, "Look, I just want you to know that you guys might not get along because he doesn't really like black people." I was like, "What do you mean not like black people? Like, you know, like did a black dude like take his woman from him one day and he's just like, oh, those niggers and their giant dicks, or did he just grow up not liking black people?" Regrettably, it was the second one. So we all went out to the movies. We had a great fucking time, and at the end of the night, I got the cliched line, and he said, "You know, for one of your kind, you're actually pretty cool." I was like, "Yeah, I'm a really good representative of my people." That was over 20 years ago. Not only did I change that man's perspective on black people, now 20 years later, more than 20 years later, he calls me brother. His daughters are my nieces. So you can't tell me, I will not allow you to tell me that racism cannot be beaten. It can. You just have to not be an ignorant fuck. And if you're going to be ignorant, go fuck a cactus. Masturbate with some shark teeth. I got some shark teeth. You can use some of mine.
You're a big fan of sharks.
Just sit there. And let me know how that shit works out. You go cactus fuck the racism, right? The ignorance right out of you. I'm sorry for cussing, y'all. I ain't supposed to be doing that.
I know, but the situation kind of has inspired it. You know what? Let's shift gears. I mean,
we're gonna talk about happy shit now.
We can go on about this for the entire hour and just repeat the same things and go on about. You know what? Let's take this back to a much better topic. Myself and my lovely wife, who's just in the other room. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey. Not like that though.
Me and my wife, we went and saw. Well, finally, it was hot as balls on Saturday, and so my lovely wife Rosa was like, "Let's just go to the movies, and let's go to the wonderful Pasadena theater, the Academy 6, where they have movies. If you get in there before a certain time, it's $250. You get in there after a certain time, it's $350. We went to the movies. We saw Godzilla King of the Monsters. I rectified an error. I didn't go see it. I know you had organized a whole big trip of people all going on once. I was busy that day. I couldn't go. So my wife and I was like, I'm like, hey, let's go see Godzilla. And she's like, fuck yeah, let's go see Godzilla. She loves Mothra. I'm a big fan of Godzilla. I like watching Godzilla fight. King Ghidorah. All these things happen in that movie. Mothra's in there. Rodan being a bitch in that movie.
Right? Oh my god.
I mean, it's already in the cheap theater, so I want to talk about the movie. I mean, if you haven't seen
statute of limitations has expired.
It's expired. If it's at the $2 theater, it's gonna be coming out on Blu-ray like next week or something, right? But man, that semantics. Man, that movie was fun as balls.
Dude,
I had such a great time. I like yourself. We grew up in this Los Angeles area. KCOP 13 would do marathons. Back when they showed movies on regular television and not just on streaming shows, or you have to find a weird digital channel that shows a bunch of really old movies.
Yup.
They used to show movies on KCOP 13, Los Angeles, every New Year's Day, every Thanksgiving, any holiday where all their regular programming would be preempted. They just showed Godzilla movies all day.
All day. Do you know how awesome it was to be a kid and just sit on your ass? You didn't have no homework. You had a bunch of toys or food, and you just did this.
Yep. You just watch the terrible Godzilla versus King Kong. That was. I saw some bad ones back in the day. Godzilla Jr. Oh, not good. But you know what? Man, Godzilla versus Monster Zero. That was my jam as a child. The first time I saw Godzilla versus Monster Zero, the aliens show up. It's like, we have a problem. We have Monster Zero. You know him as King Ghidorah. And hey, can we borrow Godzilla and Rodan?
Yeah. Who comes up with that harebrained scheme?
That's insane. They come and borrow Godzilla and Rodan. And it's like, go beat ass on freaking... on
Planet X.
On Planet X versus King Ghidorah.
Oh man, that movie was so awesome.
And say that movie was cool, and I felt this movie was like a spiritual retelling of that. Although, more spoilers abound. Mothra, they had the twins, the twin scientists, the twin Chinese twins, and they showed they were like generations of twins.
Yeah,
that was like a callback to like, oh, when Mothra was around before, it was like those two girls would be summoning them like they used to.
That was cool. I like that.
Yeah, they showed it. It was like they were like 3 generations of twin sisters, and I was like that was such a cool little nod. There's such cool little like callbacks,
and they were all played by Zhang Ziyi.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was like, really? That's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, it was so cool. Like Ken Watanabe being like, let them fight. He was his badass self, being all bad. Oh man, but the fights. I mean.
Oh my god!
Unlike the previous Godzilla movie where everything like you only got the real action, it was like a delayed masturbation until you got to the very end.
Yeah.
You only saw Godzilla in monitors or rearview mirrors or whatever.
It was a cock tease.
Yeah,
was
that
like
movie
girl
was cock
was
tease.
like, "Hi, how are you
And
doing?"
then
And then she'd leave. Be like, "Bitch, what?"
And then you saw creepy the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver getting down that whole movie. No, this movie it was like right off the bat.
Yeah.
You're just like, boom, what is up?
We heard you like monsters in your monster movie. Here you go.
Here you go. 11's hanging out.
It's like, would you like monsters in your movie? Yes. How many? Yes.
You got Tywin Lannister being all Tywin Lannister and shit.
It was so awesome.
You got the coach from Friday Night Lights being all like wacky and shit. You know.
It was so awesome.
It was insane. It was crazy pants.
And then and then the Oxygen Destroyer.
The Oxygen Destroyer.
I was like, oh snap!
Was that a callback?
That was a callback to one of the last movies of the Showa era, where it was Godzilla versus Destroyer.
Oh, okay.
Where Godzilla technically died again because
he always dies.
Yeah, Destroyer was somehow made from the Oxygen Destroyer.
Oh, okay.
So he was a monster made from the Oxygen Destroyer,
hence
which
Destroyer.
was the original thing that killed Godzilla. And so Godzilla died, but because he's Godzilla, he comes back at the end of the movie with just like this little baby Godzilla. That was still cool too. And what else was there?
That was such a cool callback. Yeah, but honestly, it's like me not doing the research. Like when they said, "Oh, we have something," I'm like, "Is there going to be a Mechagodzilla? Are we?
Oh my god!
I thought there was a Mechagodzilla coming. I thought there was a Mechagodzilla coming out when they said we have something for it, and then it was the Oxygen Destroyer. I'm like, oh, I thought it was gonna be Mechagodzilla.
Oh, I thought you were when you were just talking.
No, I wasn't talking about Stinger. No, I'm not talking about Stinger. I was talking about I thought we were gonna get Mechagodzilla in this movie. I thought we were developing something for this, and I thought they were gonna drop Mechagodzilla on us.
I couldn't have handled that. I died.
But then there was an Oxygen Destroyer. I'm like, I was slightly. I'm like, oh, it's just a missile. I wanted a robot Godzilla to come out.
Yeah, well, see, that's because you didn't know about the Oxygen Destroyer.
No, I didn't know about that.
Because remember, that goes back to the very first Godzilla,
really?
Where Dr. Serizawa made the Oxygen Destroyer to kill Godzilla, but he killed himself too, so that the Oxygen Destroyer could not be weaponized. So then, when the military's like, "Dude, we made us an Oxygen Destroyer," I'm like, "Y'all ain't supposed to be able to do that."
No.
That goes against what Dr. Serizawa was supposed to had died for it. And now they weaponized it. I was like, all right, I think that's the only thing that I didn't like about that movie. And then they killed Dr. Serizawa in the movie. Spoilers.
Yeah.
But just every time King Ghidorah was on screen, awesomeness happened.
Dude, that was see, my only slight disappointment is they didn't do the crazy sounds
We sounded like a giant menacing turkey.
Yes. I was like, just for nostalgia's sake, I'm like, come on, do the noise.
Yeah.
Do the noise. But it was just like thunder and lightning and craziness. It was cool.
When you can make Class 5 hurricanes, I guess you can get a buy.
Yeah, get a buy. I'm not sounding like a high-tech turkey, but man, that was so bad. It's the fights. Godzilla bites off one of the heads.
And just
tosses it.
It's like, yes! And then the head just like, it didn't just grow back. It was like, here's some bone and muscle and sinew, and then there's the skin, and then there's like this gelatinous ooze that was on it, like an afterbirth, and then the middle head ate that part, and it was like, ta-da! New Ghidorah head!
Yeah, I was just like, I wish I could have seen my face. I turned to Rose, like when the head popped out, I turned to Rose. I was just like...
The internet has named that head Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin.
His name is Kevin.
And that was something else cool, like taking, because back in the days, there was a dude in a rubber suit, and then, like, King Ghidorah was, like, a dude in a suit and a whole bunch of wires controlling the other heads.
Giant marionette.
But, man, just seeing them in beautiful CG glory, like, the heads were being dicks to each other.
Well, each one was supposed to have a different personality. There was the middle head, which is the one who was running the show. There was the head on the right side, which was the sadistic evil head.
Okay.
And then there was Kevin, who was like Doug from Up. He was just like, I understand that we got to kill. Ooh, shiny. What's that
shiny.
over there? And then, which is why the middle head was always snapping at him.
Yeah, like literally grabbing him.
Yeah.
Like literally with his mouth, because he doesn't have hands. He just has wings.
Come here.
He doesn't have hands, so he's just like, come here, dummy. And every time something like that happened, I was just like, this is amazing.
It's so good.
It was such a freaking, it was so, I was nutting constantly throughout that movie. I was like, oh, this is great. Oh my God, look at him go. Like, then Mothra freaking comes out of her cocoon. I'm so badass.
Just majestic and elegant and wondrously beautiful. And I don't even like Mothra because she's a butterfly, and butterflies aren't as cool as giant destructive lizards.
But did you not see that butterfly stab motherfucking Rodan in the chest?
She came with the shank out of nowhere.
Cacao! Don't you know who I am?
You must not know who I am.
I'm the queen of the monsters, bitch.
Woo!
Just a stab right up the middle. It's like that caught me off guard. I was like,
Dude,
I was not expecting. I'm like, is Mothra gonna die here in such a pointless thing? Nope, no, she's not.
And Mexican judo, like you don't know what.
Rodan was so.
Rodan was Starscream.
He was.
He was
the
so
way
funny.
he wiped out all those fucking fighters, like when they were
Yeah.
they were trying to get Rodan to Monster Zero. They're like, we must get him to Monster Zero. And they're like that giant stealth bomber fucking thing, like blah. And you just see and he did his death spiral, and he wiped out a whole bunch of them. And he was just like being a dick, and just like like the fire demon Rodan. And I'd never seen Rodan look so badass.
Yeah.
Because like back in the days, it was just like
a guy in a suit. And all he could do was flap his wings and kind of fly.
Kind of fly. But this Rodan was a monster.
Oh.
He nearly got his hands on the big ship, and then it ran him right into Monster Zero. Monster Zero just bitched him around.
And
fucking Ghidorah was just bitching him.
The cool thing was, Rodan was giving him them hands at first, and then Ghidorah was like, all right. Kind of like a parent who's playing with their kids. He's like, all right, that was a lucky shot. Now I have to show you.
Just like the triple friggin' lightning
Check Rodan into the SmackDown hotel.
I couldn't help but laugh though every time Godzilla would conveniently save the day.
Yeah.
That was like, okay, I accept this.
Yeah.
I know what I'm watching.
And I'm okay.
It's like the three Ghidorah heads were right about to get to that little chopper, and all of a sudden, dun 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 dun, blah.
I was like, where'd that beam come from? Yes! Yeah!
It was like Godzilla has the greatest sense of timing of all the monsters, of all the titans. He had great timing.
Oh, man.
Just showing up at the right minute.
That was just...
And he was just so badass every time he was on screen. And my wife, she's like, he looks like Ice Cube. I'm like... you are aware that O'Shea Jackson Jr., son of Ice Cube, is in this movie. She's like, yeah, I know. He looks like Ice Cube. Like Godzilla, every time he gets mean mugging someone.
I'm going to find a picture of Ice Cube and Godzilla, and I'm going to post that on Cube's Instagram account and be like, my best friend's wife said that he looks like you.
He looks like you. Just every time he mean mug, like at the end of the movie when he's like looking all the Titans, he's like, bit, and then he goes, sup, bitch, to freaking Rodan. Rodan's like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I fucked up. My bad. He got a hole in his fucking chest. He's like, I'm sorry. I fucked up. My bad, Godzilla. My bad.
I was undergoing mental issues at the time.
I thought we had a new alpha. I fucked up. Rose was laughing so hard. Look, do you see how he bitched him out?
He was just like, no, Megatron, I'm so sorry.
Right, you're right. Rodan is Starscream. He'll take the side of whoever's most powerful at the moment.
He came out that volcano. I will rule the Decepticons. And then Ghidorah was like, bitch, I'm Megatron. And then Godzilla was like, hi, I'm Optimus Prime. And he's like, you know what? I think I'm going to work for you for a bit. I think that's not a bad idea. I'm good.
Man. I was so heated throughout all the human moments. I just want to get back to the monsters.
Which was in such a stark contrast to the last one.
The last one was all human.
We got all human. No one cares.
You got Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Quicksilver is trying to jump. They're going to drop some motherfuckers to fight Godzilla.
Really, my dude?
Drop some dudes in. Little fireworks. Man, but this way, 11 was cool. I mean, 11, she was doing her work. Vera Farmiga, I have to say, I did not see that heel turn coming.
No,
I did not see that heel turn where she just picks up the thing, and it's like, what are you doing? It's like the cat that's about to hit the button that's not supposed to hit. It's like, Boop.
Don't hit that button.
Ghidorah. Don't hit that button. What are you doing? Like, ex-wife? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing, ex-wife? No. No.
It's
Come
perfectly
here.
acceptable to shoot your ex-wife if she's about to unleash, anarchy upon the world. It's okay to shoot your wife if she's about to unleash anarchy upon the world.
They're about to let's let King Ghidorah out.
I do not condone the shooting of wives. I just want you to know that. Don't shoot your wife.
But if your wife's about to let out
King Ghidorah
from the monster from Monster Zero from space, you might have to take her down.
Or any other
clip
monster.
her. You clip her. Yeah, you don't kill her. You just clip her. Put one in the shoulder blade, put one in the ankle, somewhere non-lethal.
Or her hands, because she's probably going to use those to push a button.
Push a button,
Just saying.
That poor army sniper, she caught that amazing shot. Bah! Took out that first homeboy, freaking Klaus or whatever his fucking name is. Like, bah!
So much for that guy.
And then Tywin Lannistering throughout the whole movie.
Oh my God, he was.
I could not stop thinking that every time. Like the first time I leaned over to Rose, I'm like, hey, it's Tywin.
And see, that's the thing. That just goes to show how important it is to get a good role, because everybody from the last 7 to 10 years is like, dude, that's Tywin Lannister. Us old school cats, that's
Golden
Brother
Child.
Noomsy right there.
Golden
Okay?
Child.
He will always be my dear sweet Brother Noomsy. Right? I don't care what anybody. He was good as Tywin Lannister. He was great as my dear sweet Brother Noomsy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Me and Malini, we showed this one kid from the comic shop the trailer for the Golden Child. My kid, you don't understand. There was a movie where Eddie Murphy,
Back when Eddie was funny.
Eddie was up against Tywin Lannister.
What? No! And he turned into a demon at the end.
And then this is incredibly 80s hot woman.
Yeah. No,
She was incredibly 80s hot. And we're like, check it out. Look at that. That's hot in the 80s right there.
Dude, I saw a picture of her a few years ago. She's also 2000s hot. Dude.
Oh, really?
Well, she's Asian, so she's still got another 10, 15 years before she's actually old.
Before everything before the infrastructure just crumbles.
Before she hits the wall and it's like, you're old. Where she goes from 30 to 70, in a day. She just wakes up and she's ugly. Like, how did this happen? Yeah.
Science.
That's
Science.
science. I got nothing on that one.
That's regular science?
That's regular science.
That's regular old science?
That's a terrible Asian stereotype.
And we run on stereotypes here.
We do like a Kenyan marathon.
Stereotypes are fun and accurate.
Like Republicans being fucking retarded.
And then we have Daniel Wong coming in. #truth. #truth.
It's like, happy birthday. How old are you? I'm 70.
Bah. What happened, Grandma?
Nana?
See, Daniel Wong says it's only funny because it's true. We have seen this over and over.
I can't explain it. Everybody else ages. You can see the years just kind of slowly catching up to them. Wrinkles around the eyes, bags, their skin starts to sag. Asians be like, I'm going to skip all that for the first 60, 70 years.
You've met the Cho's mom.
I've seen her.
It looks like her sister.
Yeah.
And in 20 years, she'll turn into grandma.
Yeah, like that. She'll be the old lady in Mulan. You want to stay forever? That's going to be Jenny Cho's mom. In 20 years.
About 20 years. I was like, they look like sisters. She always gets that compliment all the time.
They look alike.
They look alike. It's Asians.
Which is true. Which also is a good way, fellas, for those of you who are still smart and single. But look at the mom, okay? Because if her mama ugly, that's what she's gonna look like when she get old. If her mama is moo cow, that's what she's gonna look like.
I feel like we're back at GameStop in 2004.
Okay.
I feel like we're back at GameStop in 2004. We used to do this as our comedy bit.
Don't look at her sisters. Don't look at her friends. Look at her mama, because that's going to tell you what you are going to wake up to when you get old. So if you want to wake up next to a Gorgon, look at her mom so you know what you're getting into.
This motherfucker said Gorgon. Ah!
This public service.
This motherfucker said Gorgon.
This public service announcement has been brought to you by Jai Polidore.
Oh my lord!
I'm sorry.
I literally can't even with you right now. You've turned me full white girl. I am full white girl right now. I literally can't even right now. You're going to wake up next to a Gorgon. Ah, turn to stone. Kratos is going to come over here and take your head and use you to go kill all the gods.
I thought it was just morning wood. No, the whole body's hard.
God damn it. You can catch Jai Polidore in his stand-up comedy act in various clubs throughout Southern California. Good Lord. Oh, so another reason I'm glad that my cohort, my GameStop crime partner, Jai T. Polidore, is here. Because and then you have your Switch with you as always.
Always.
This past weekend, the game I helped kickstart Bloodstained. I'm sure you were a Kickstarter.
Oh yeah.
On that as well back in 2016 we kickstarted that fucking game.
2016.
Was 20? I forgot when we kickstarted. I must be confusing with Mighty Number 9.
I'm
Ugh.
glad I didn't kickstart that.
I did. It's okay. I have a digital copy that doesn't work well. It closes randomly.
Wow.
I don't know if they've ever patched it, but
If it's
who
any
knows?
consolation, my copy of Bloodstained just decides to every once in a while not, and it'll just go thunk and be like,
Yeah, same. Because I also have it for my Nintendo Switch. For gamers, yeah, we're aware. We have the inferior copies, but you know what? Our copy is superior. We can take it anywhere we want to.
Anywhere, bitches.
We don't need a television. We just play it anywhere. And so I finally logged some more time in this game. It's funny because I had noticed you had a great Facebook post about your daughter, your darling little girl, playing Bloodstained, and then she discovered her first. Because a lot of modern gaming, a lot of kids don't see the words "game over" anymore. Games, they just took away the whole lives and or continues, or they took away the game over screen where you just perpetually play it into infinity.
Yeah.
Or back in our day, you were punished if you were not good. You'd have to go back to the beginning, or
And not the beginning of the level.
the beginning of the game. If you can beat Mario in like 5 lives, or if you weren't good enough to earn more lives, your ass got sent back to World 1.
1-1.
1-1.
Enjoy.
Unless you're smart enough to know to hold down the start, or hold down the A button and hit start.
I did not know that for several years after that game came out.
Oh really? I because I bought many tips and tricks books, I learned that one. I'm like, all right, cool. I can get back to World 7-1 and suffer some more, but it took you back to 7-1. Like if you were 7-4 and you're dying in the castle, you're going back to 7-1. You're like, why? I can't make those jumps again. I don't want to make those jumps. I will have only 1 life left when I get back to 7-4. So your daughter was playing your copy of Bloodstained.
Yes.
And you know what? I'll let you tell because you're so much more eloquent at this than I am. I'm a good storyteller, but you're an eloquent storyteller.
So my little girl, she took my Switch, which I am already not a fan of, which is why I got her own.
Wait. She has her own Switch, but yet she snatched yours.
Yeah.
She couldn't just take the cartridge out?
No. Oh, no, she's done that a few times, too. Where I'm just like, why isn't my game in...
Gianna!
Don't have children. For some of us, it's already too late. So...
Yeah, I'm going to be a dad in a while. Me and Rosa, we having a baby. Support our Patreon. Buy me a coffee. Buy some games from our Facebook store. Please help.
He's totally going to need it. He doesn't know what he's in for.
I have no idea what I'm in for. I'm going to die.
He's never going to sleep again.
Ever.
I tell him get all the sex and sleep in he can now, because once the baby comes, that shit's going to grind to a halt.
Honey, we need to get to work.
I'll hold down the show if you want to go, take care of some business.
We're good.
But anyway, I digress. So she takes my Switch and she's like, "Daddy, I'm gonna play," and she starts playing my game.
She's playing your
I'm at the point in the game where the
another
enemies,
hashtag truth room.
I'm at the point in the game where the enemies will hit you at minimum for 50 hit points. Okay?
Oh my!
So that's at minimum. Those are the weak.
I'm still like 2 hours into the game. So
Oh yeah, you're not, dude. Yeah.
I haven't even hit the hard part yet.
So the most of the enemies, they hit me for like 80, 90, something like that. So 10 hits and I'm dead. And I know how to use a controller. My 5-year-old does not, especially when it comes to like a digital controller. She's raised in a world of analog.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't really know what she's doing. Gets checked into the SmackDown hotel and she's got this look on her face like she's like, I'm like, "Baby girl, what's wrong?" And she's like, and she holds up my Switch and the game over screen is on there and I'm like, "Oh, you gamed over. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, you're not used to seeing that. That's what happens when you die, okay? So, get good. Daddy has no sympathy for you. Good luck. Try it again." And she's like, "Oh," and she gives me back my Switch. I said, you kids today are coddled with your infinite lives and your respawn points and your regenerating health.
Could we blame Naughty Dog and Jak 2? I believe that was the first mainstream game.
If not them, Halo.
Halo. There was no game over.
There was no game over.
That's right. It was Halo. I clearly recall getting my dick punched in over and over. And that was
at
least I persevered. At points when I get stuck in Halo, I was like, this is a puzzle I need to solve. How many shotgun rounds will it take for me to get me through all these freaking stupid, whatever the fuck they were called, those
the
things.
grunts and
not even the grunts. No. It was the thing that everyone was afraid of. The
flood.
The flood! I'd always get stuck in the fucking
library.
Flood. The fucking flood. Halo 1, and then Halo 2 when you find them somewhere else again, like the fucking flood again. And like, I'm like, fuck, all I have... I'm like, for whatever dumb reason, I was double shotgunning. I'm like, I had a shotgun and another shotgun. And
those things were like Metroids on steroids. Just...
I remember one terrible night where I must have died at least 200 times. So I'm just trying to get through this one room. I'm trying to get to a checkpoint. I'm like, I just wanted to say checkpoint and get to the next thing.
Yeah.
And the next cool, epic, epic thing that happens where something cool happened and I won't be fighting the flood anymore. And then I'll pick up a regular assault rifle and get back to doing the normal Halo work that I was doing and hearing the amazing music. Dun, da, 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 get on a warthog.
Oh man, see now I want to
play some Halo. I want to play some Halo. We'll fire up my Xbox over here.
It's not actually a bad idea.
It's not bad. Yeah, I got 2 controllers. Let's do this. No. I saw that story with your daughter playing Bloodstain. I'm like, oh man, I need to get back to Bloodstain. I had only beaten like just the weird tentacle boss and all this.
Oh yeah,
that's the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And so I was working through it this past weekend. I was playing. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm working my way because it's very Metroidvania. It's the guy who created Metroidvania, Koji Igarashi. And man, I ran into a boss. It was like a dude with a sword and very high boots.
Oh, Zangetsu.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I, much like your daughter, saw the game over screen a lot.
That game takes no prisoners.
None! This motherfucker was just like, pardon me while I Darkwing Duck. Bah! And he freaking shoots a grappling hook and swings across and turns and drops his sword, directly splitting my poor Miriam's head in half.
And that's the first time you fight him.
Fuck my life. I'm turning 40 next month. I don't know if I could do this shit anymore. I know you can, because you can turn back the hands of time. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? What is this nonsense? This dude is making me his bitch. And they're like, ba-ba, ba-ba. I'm trying to channel 25-year-old Dre, who could routinely destroy Simba the Night with his eyes closed. But I'm not 25-year-old Dre anymore. I am... 39, turning 40.
Your reflexes have gone soft.
They have. I'm not a young man.
Your thoughts betray you. That's what it is.
My thoughts have betrayed me. And I'm just like, come on. Fuck. I'm hitting this dude. I'm like, oh, I'm using up all my magic. I'm like, oh, fuck this. Bah, 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 bah. I'll take my stupid
magic is your friend.
I'm like, I'm dropping all my shit on him. And it's just like, come on, just die. Just die. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm on an MP. All right, let's do this. And like I just got a thorn whip because I was feeding that homeless lady.
Oh yeah.
He gave me her food. She gives you weapons.
Yeah.
So she gave me this thorn whip. It's the strongest thing I got. I'm like, oh cool, thorn whip. I have a whip. I'm playing a Castlevania game. If you have a whip, it totally makes sense. I should have a fucking whip. Yeah, exactly. No, I'll get no sympathy from you. But I'm just like, God damn it. I was using this cool katana. I was using this cool katana. I'm like, oh cool. Yeah, katanas are cool. I can hit those stupid plants in the ground. Fuck those plants in the ground. Look at those fucking Moko, whatever the fuck they're called.
Weeds.
Mocha weeds, thank you. I'm like, all right, I hate those things. And I'm like, oh, cool, I got a whip. I can hit things on the ground, too. This thing's stronger. Yeah, and this dude has just been...
manhandling you.
Oh, my God. The things he's doing to me is illegal in most states. I'm just trying to, like, backstep. I'm like... And then there's something like... He'll freaking spin around me, and I backstep into him. I'm like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Game over.
Yep.
The only way this would be more fun is if it was like Resident Evil 4 and I get to like see the gruesome ways I would be dying.
Oh yeah.
Like my all-time favorite, the Garador putting the blade right through freaking and getting stuck on the wall, and you just see Leon just like, oh no. That's my all-time favorite.
God, I love that game.
RE4 death. Yes, soon, October, physical copy. Even though the digital copy is $20 right now on the eShop, it went down from 30.
Yeah, no, I'll wait.
The physical copy. I'm gonna have to end up paying $60. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, I can get it from work for a discount. Hashtag Dusty Games. Hashtag our sponsor, Dusty Games at Dusty Games.
I will be getting mine from Best Buy since my Gamers Club.
Your Gamers Club is still good.
Still good until next November.
Oh, that camera shake is courtesy of our camera cat, Yogi. Hey, cat.
Cats aren't animals.
Oh, animals are adorable.
I love cats.
But yeah, no, October we get our physical copies of Resident Evil 4 because that's the only way I will. I don't buy a digital copy that Capcom can randomly take away from me.
Yeah, no.
I'm not down with that. Unfortunately, it's only just 4 the physical copy, and then the other 2 are codes.
Which is fine, because 4 is the only one that matters.
This is also true.
Resident Evil 6 had potential. It should have been a good game.
I tried so hard to play that game. It was like a couple of years ago. I fired it back up, and I'm like, all right, let me try this again. I was still playing Chris's story, and it was just like, no. It's not fun.
When you get to the end of the game and you fight the boss, the very last guy, and he turns into like some sort of mutant zombie tyrannosaur, and then a mutant zombie saber-toothed tiger, and then back and forth and back and forth. That part was awesome.
And are you playing with everyone, or are you just picking whoever you want?
You're Leon and Ada at that time.
Oh, I approve of that.
But the rest of the game.
See, I never got to the Leon part because I chose the Chris part, and I've just been kind of stuck in the Chris part.
The Chris part's okay.
Does the Leon part play like RE4?
No.
Or no?
It does, but the Leon part plays more like a traditional Resident Evil game, where it's more atmospheric.
And then Chris's plays like Resident Evil 5, where you just shoot everything in sight.
Yes, and then Jake and
AKA Wesker Jr.
Yeah, that guy. No one cares about him, but his story is not that bad. The one thing I didn't like about Leon's story is there are these enemies that I can't. My Ukrainian is terrible, so like all the monsters are named after like some Ukrainian thing. So but there's this one, it doesn't die. So you just like knock it out for a while.
What is this, Nemesis all over again?
Pretty much. Thankfully,
or X, it only fuck.
But the upside is it's only confined to that one particular room.
Oh, okay.
So the bad thing is you can't run around it. It's faster than you are, so you have to waste your ammo.
I don't like this game.
So then you go past it, you get whatever you need to do, you forget that you forgot something else, or like me, you get lost, and now you got to double back, and then the thing is back alive again, and now you have to dump all the rest of your ammo on it.
I feel like this is one of the myriad of reasons why at work we sell many more copies of 4 and 5 than we do of 6.
Yeah, 6 is not a good game.
Which they did. They forced a remake. They forced the PS4, Xbox One remake, and they're doing this. They did this Nintendo Switch remake or reprint, I should say. Oh.
Hey, I'm all down for buying Resident Evil 4 again.
Oh yeah.
Again.
I did the math the other day. How many times I bought the game? I was like GameCube.
Yep.
PS2.
Yep.
Xbox 360.
Yep.
Wii.
Yep.
PS4.
Not yet.
I bought the mobile version. I have it on you can't re-download it, but I have it on an iPod Touch somewhere. I have Resident Evil 4 portable. Like it was on sale. Like normally it was take $10, but for whatever reason Capcom was selling it for $1, and I'm like, I'll buy that for $1. There's an iPod Touch in my storage that still has Resident Evil 4 mobile on there.
Impressive.
That's how much I love RE4. I love that game.
I love that game.
And since you're here, why don't we tell the story of Resident Evil 4 to end this episode? To end this episode of Dre's Geek Philosophy, let's retell what would you say my state of excitement was for Resident Evil 4 back in let's say 2004? I would say anywhere between June and December of 2004. Would you say was my reaction to anyone asking back when you and I were running the Rosemead GameStop? Rest in peace.
Let me sum it up for you in 5 words. Game of the year?
No, before, no.
Oh, before?
No. This is your moment in the sun, my friend. This is your moment in the sun. Do you need me to set it up?
Yes.
Here, I'll set it up instead. So, many years, I watched a lot of friends play the previous Resident Evil games. Resident Evil's 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, fucking nonsense, big fuck sets. And I was not a fan of Resident Evil. I worked at this place called GameStop, or not GameStop. Well, of course we worked at GameStop. GameStuff back in Monterey Park, just not far from here in Monterey Park. And one of my coworkers, he played Resident Evil 1 so many times because he was trying to do it under 2 hours, do this, get the unlimited rocket launcher, get the alternate outfit for Claire or whatever, and all this bullshit. So I was very much sick of them. All my friends in high school were like, "Oh fuck, Resident Evil 2 is the greatest thing of all time." I'm like, I don't care. And then a friend of mine got me a bootleg copy of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and I played through the beginning. And I'm like, this game is bullshit. and then I would hear all about, oh, Code Veronica, oh my god, it's the hardest game ever. Oh, it's so fucking hard. And I'm like, who likes this? And I remember going to E3 2004, and then the Nintendo booth was like, oh, look at that, Resident Evil 4. I'm like, oh, fuck that shit. And I ignored it. If I had gone to the booth and actually looked at it might be a different story. You wouldn't get your moment in the sun here.
So good.
And then we had a demo of it in the GameCube at work, and everyone kept dying to the Chainsaw Man. And I'm like, another one got taken by the Chainsaw Man.
That Chainsaw guy was hard, though.
He was the worst. So, I literally, the day Resident Evil 4 came out, I literally scheduled myself off that day. I was not working at the store. Jai was working, and I forget, was Dennis with an E there, or was that still Matt?
Matt was still there.
Was Matt still? Oh, no, actually. No, Matt got let go after Halo 2. So it was Dennis with an E. So Dennis with an E was there with you. And it was you two working, and I was not there. I had the day off. I'm like, haha, I am not going to be in the store when Resident Evil 4 comes out. Haha, I have no business with this game. And I go over to GameStuff. I go, I'm going to go visit my buddies over here at GameStuff. What do I do on my day off from GameStop? I go to GameStuff. Young Dre loves video games.
I would do it too. I
Yeah. And so I go there and I'm watching. I'm like, of course you fucked are playing Resident Evil fucking 4. And then the first thing I saw was Leon kick the head off of one of the zombies.
That's right.
And I was like,
Roadhouse.
And I was like, wait, what just happened? And I just see him, he's just plowing through people. Because when people play the demo, I paid no attention. I was just like, no, I don't care about Resident Evil 4. I do not want to watch this. I don't even want to see it. And I'm like, wait, you have ammo everywhere. They're like, and I'm like watching this game, like, this actually looks really fun.
Oh, that's right.
This looks like the opposite. This looks like the opposite of everything. And so I turn right around. I go back to my GameStop, and I walk into my store, and I sheepishly go, oh. And Jai's like, well, what are you doing here? You got the day off. Would you like to take over from now from your recollection? Do you recall, or would you like to take over for now?
Please, I'm enjoying this too much.
I thought you would enjoy.
Oh, no, I'm enjoying this. No, please.
And so I sheepishly walk into my own GameStop. I'm like, excuse me, I'd like to buy a copy of Resident Evil 4. I'm sorry, sir, what? What was that? I said, God damn it, I'd like a copy of Resident Evil 4, please. I'm sorry, I'm afraid we only have copies for our pre-order customers. We only have copies for people who actually wanted this game. This motherfucker is reveling in the torture. Or Mr. I hate Resident Evil 4. I don't even want to fucking be here for Resident Evil 4. And he's the manager on duty. And I'm like, I'd like to get, you need something, goddamn copy. Somebody a fucking copy, goddamn Resident Evil 4. Bring me up for my goddamn employee discount. Damn it. The glee that this man had. Or watching me stand in front of him with a big plate of crow, and I'm like, oh, this crow's so delicious. Oh God, this crow's so good. Oh God, I'm choking off feathers.
Oh my God, it hurts.
And the glee that this man had as
Ouch.
I was like, I'm gonna need to take a copy of that home, and I went home and I proceeded to play it for several hours.
Oh my God. Whoa.
And I played it, I think, every day for the next 6 months.
Oh God, that's all he played.
And that's after that. That is when, if anyone asked about Resident Evil 4, it was Game of the Year. Bitches.
Oh my God. Oh. I couldn't take that story from you.
What? And then this guy in March, oh, God of War. What? Do you mean Devil May Prince of Cry? Devil May... what did I call it? It was Devil May Cry, Prince of Persia, and something else.
And
Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, man.
Prince of Ninja May Cry. Prince of Ninja May Cry? No. Game of the Year, bitches.
Oh, my God. Oh, it hurts so much. Woo.
Good old days. I was January 2005 when all that went down. You know?
Oh, man.
And I played that game every day for 6 months. I could not stop.
Yeah, you had mastered mercenaries mode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember when you came into work and you're like, okay, so remember the chainsaw guy? There's a giant one, and he's got a double-bladed chainsaw. I'm like, what? I'm like, I gotta
double-bladed
see this.
chainsaw.
I didn't believe you. So I went and I played it, and I'm like, oh, fuck this. And he instantly saw me, made a beeline to me, and killed me. I'm like, well, I don't need to play this shit anymore. I was done with mercenaries that mode after that.
Yeah, I had to get, what was it? I had to get an A rank on all the modes so I can get the hand cannon.
Yeah.
I had to get the hand cannon.
I'm good. I was good with the sniper rifle of destruction, and I don't need
There is something quite satisfied of like playing, like doing an entire playthrough of one with the sniper rifle destruction, the infinite rocket launcher, two the hand cannon. You just and then later the Chicago typewriter.
Oh my God, I love that gun. And
it was true. After all the suffering you go through those first couple playthroughs, to be able to go back and just murder everything instantaneously.
Stranger. Now that's a weapon. Oh yes, love it.
I think there was one playthrough where I killed the vendor every time I saw him.
My God, you're a monster.
I am a monster.
I love that guy. He was so cool.
What are you buying?
What are you selling?
What are you selling? Because when you kill him, like you go back, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, each one. Like he comes. He can come back. Like if you kill the first one, he still comes back.
Oh, I heard he only does that on like easy mode or whatever. But on normal and professional mode.
Oh, like if you kill him once, he's gone for the rest of the game.
He's gone for the rest of the game.
Well, I didn't need him for the rest of the game because I'm like goddamn Chicago typewriter. I had my goddamn rocket launcher. I think my favorite rocket launcher kill was the little dude, the freaking Napoleon motherfucker.
Oh my God.
That was my favorite rocket launcher kill.
All those times when I got eaten and snatched around and just like, you know what? Funk. That's right, you son of a bitch.
I really need to play through that. Well, I will play through it again when it comes out in October.
Yep.
Physical copy, Resident Evil 4. I will play through it again.
Oh God, I cannot wait.
It was weird. Like I tried the PS4 one. I couldn't do it because I don't know. It's weird doing it on a PlayStation controller. I need to do it on a GameCube controller. Apparently, I need tiny button reload, big button kill.
When you put it that way, wow.
Because GameCube controller, tiny little B button, giant A button, little button reload,
useful.
A button kill.
It was so useful. It brought it back to the old days of A to jump, B to shoot. It was a perfect controller.
GameCube controller. That's why I still have 8 of them.
I miss my GameCube.
We'll find you a GameCube one of these days, brother.
Yeah. I just want to play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. I love that game. And Resident Evil, the original.
Please tell me you saw the photo I posted yesterday.
Yes. Of you looking like a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater creative player? Yes.
Like, it's funny. I was looking at my ensemble. I'm like, honey, I need you to take a photo of me. It's for comedy purposes. Be sure to check it out. If you haven't seen it already, go to our Facebook page.
Put a skateboard in his hand. It's like, yeah.
Put a skateboard in my hand. I look straight up like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 creator player. I believe our friend TL Reeve. I said I look like Bob Burnquist.
You do. Dude.
With a gut.
You look like you should be like shooting the curl or something, or like
busting a kickflip
busting
Burnside.
Fat tricks on kickflips.
Kickflip Burnside, bro.
Yeah. 900, man.
I loved old school Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Old school Tony Hawk was
I
great.
love the old ones.
3 was the last good one to me.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Because was there a 4?
There was a 4. And they did 4, and then they did Underground, and then they did Skate. And Skate was the one we actually needed a board to stand on. Who thought that was a good idea? And
I think that was only on the Wii.
was it?
Oh no! Wait.
No, it wasn't.
Wait, there was a weird one. Oh no! Oh no, it wasn't Skate, because we have Skate at work. But I know what you're talking about. There was a game that came with a board.
Yeah.
That was from Activision, though. Yeah, Skate was the EA one.
Okay,
but there's a game,
right.
but I know what you're talking about. There was a stupid skating game which came with a board, and you had to use the board, and it was dumb.
It's very dumb.
It's really dumb, and it was found on clearance aisles everywhere. I'm sure they were all destroyed because they had to get rid of that abomination off the face of the earth.
Dude, Nintendo Labo is going that way too.
I mean, that stuff looks fun, but
I want to get
expensive
it.
cardboard.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like I
That's some
can't
expensive cardboard.
convince myself. Like I would get it, and my kids would go nuts.
I'll let you know when my Nintendo rep friends say it's on sale again.
Good, yeah, because
I'm sure this Black Friday will be cheap.
I'll probably pick it up.
Or if my boss gets it on closeout, which I doubt he will, but he likes to buy things. If you're watching, Bobby. But yeah, as always, whenever Jai is here, we go long because he and I he's one of the few people in this world I can pick up and call on the phone and actually talk to people. You know, because that's a lost art now.
It really is.
People don't know how to talk to each other.
Wants to text. The art of conversation is lost because everybody would rather text, and you can't get the inflection of what a person's saying unless you know them very well.
Yeah.
Which is why arguments start with your significant other. Not that I would know anything about that, but you be sitting here reading a text and they mean something completely innocent, and you're like, "This bitch," and they don't even mean it that way. And then you get home mad, or they get home mad, and you're like, "What's wrong? Well, you said this." It's like, I didn't even mean it that way.
Apparently, a viewer in our Patreon, Daniel Wong, he bought it, but he didn't open it. He didn't want his kids to mess it up. And also, he says Jai's dope. I like to think he's dope. That's why he's one of my best friends.
I do okay.
He's dope.
I do okay.
Do all right. If you want to catch us at all times, remember, you can always follow us. If you're listening to this on the audio version, you can follow us on Facebook at DreGP Podcast. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's also at DreGP Podcast. And if you want to see silly photos of me posting, like me looking like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater, creator skater, or if you want to see my Nintendo beach bag or other weird photos, which I will post throughout the week, follow us at DreGP Podcast on Instagram. And you can always buy stuff from our store at DreGP Podcast right here on the Facebook. If you're not on Facebook right now, get on Facebook and buy some stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube later on, or if you're listening to this, Facebook.com, DreGP Podcast. We have a store. I sell games. If there's a game you're looking for and I don't have it listed there, let me know. If you want to find something, I can track it down. I work in a giant warehouse full of games, and I can get you games. It's fun, and you'll be helping me pay the bills. And who doesn't want me to pay my bills? Yeah,
I want him to pay his bills.
He wants me to pay my bills. That way I can be a responsible father. I want to be a responsible father. Chipping in, making sure I put food on the table and feed my wife and feed my soon-to-be child.
And make sure that his kids don't have mental issues.
Yeah, make sure my kids don't have mental issues. So they don't go getting a gun and being stupid. Yeah, see how we round it back. That's called a callback in the comedy business.
Right, just bring it, call it back.
You can follow Jai on social media. Jai Rizard?
You can find me on Facebook. I'm the only Jai Polidore on there. Oh God, my current avatar is a tombstone. So if you look me up on Facebook, that's me.
He's dead.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jai Rizard. That's Jai Rizard, like
Charizard.
It's like a Charizard, but better. Not. But yeah, that's where I'll be, where you will find all the dankest of memes and adorable pictures of my kids doing adorable kid things.
Yes.
Until they get too big, and then...
And then once they get too big, then you'll go back and resume your stand-up comedy career.
Yeah, pretty much.
He does stand-up. He does it well.
I do okay. I'm working on a new bit. I got to run it by you.
He's got to work on a new bit. I'm one of his writers. I help him figure out his bits because I'm good at the writing part. The delivery part, it's debatable.
That's me. He's the DJ. I'm the rapper, like Will Smith in The Fresh Prince.
That's right. I'm Jazz. I get thrown out of the building by Uncle Phil. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Remember, you can always donate to our Patreon. Find us. You can find me on Patreon at Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast, and we're set up on Coffee now. You could, if you don't want to do a monthly thing like awesome Daniel Wong does, you can send us some money. That'll help. That all this money is going towards paying my SoundCloud bill, which will be coming up soon. So get on that. Daniel's already helping. If you want to help too, either on Patreon, or if you just want to do a one-time donation, buy me a coffee, Kofi. Go to coffee.com, and then you can buy us a coffee, which is basically donating us money. So I can pay for so this podcast can sustain itself and not take money away from my wife or my kid.
Buy the man a coffee.
Buy me a coffee.
Who doesn't like coffee?
Apparently, if I want to do, like, if I want to upgrade it so I can change it to, like, by Dre or whatever, or, like, I can do art commissions when my thumb starts working better again, like, I have to pay them, like, $6 a month, which is, holy damn it. That would undo whatever Daniel Wong's doing on Patreon.
Yeah. But hey, buy the man a coffee.
Buy me a coffee.
Even coffee.
Or if you don't want to donate, you can always just buy a game. There's games available on my Facebook shop. And of course, as I always say every week, if you cannot help financially, you can always help by sharing the show, liking it, being like Daniel here and commenting during the show, like Mike Kirksey, G-Son. Thank you, G-Son. Thank you, Rolando, for chiming in. A lot of different people chimed in. A lot of people. Or just be here live and watch. You know, share the live video when it's on, or just share it with your friends. Go to our YouTube page, share our YouTube page, Dre's Geek Philosophy. Just share, like, there's lots of ways to support us without handing me over any money. But if you do have a few shekels lying around and want to help a brother out, it would be nice. It would be nice.
Does he look like Rick James to you? He needs money, man. He can't just go be fucking people's couches. Just give him some money. Hell's wrong with you people? Don't listen. I got issues.
You got issues. I got lots of issues. I got a lot of comic book issues. I have a lot of Justice League. I got a lot of Justice League. I really do.
I got a lot of FHM issues that I'll probably never get rid of. Some Maxims that
You know, I've been selling a lot of action figures on eBay, and they've been moving. I just put up some Transformers. I'm like, am I really around here? I'm like, wait, I think I put them back in the box. There's some Transformers. I'm selling off all my toys because I really have nowhere to put them.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
And I need the money.
Buy the man coffee.
Buy the man coffee. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This has been Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast. We'll see you guys next week. We'll be back here on Wednesday unless Pete has another emergency meeting or something or other. We'll be back here on Wednesday to do the Multiverse Comic Show. Well, not back here. We'll be back on Facebook doing the Multiverse Comic Show on Wednesday. And I really should get back to work my YouTube page, but good God, we have been busy at work. I had to move around 56 pallets of video games in the last week. It is fun working the video game world, but sometimes it is busy as hell. Mm-hmm. But I had an idea for a new YouTube series, so make sure to follow our YouTube page. There's a new YouTube series of videos. Let's just say it'll be story time with Dre. Ooh. Much like the little story, GameStop story I told right now. It'll be some Nintendo Rep stories. It'll be some GameStop stories. Maybe sometimes both, because I was a Nintendo Rep visiting GameStop. So, whatever I can get out of this old noggin of mine, we'll do some short 5-minute videos of me telling stories of ridiculous things that happened to me as a Nintendo Rep or as a GameStop manager. Fun stuff. Don't look at my hands. Don't look at my shirt. My eyes are up here. My hands are tied. I have all kinds of fun GameStop stories. I got in
trouble for that. That's such bullshit.
Yeah, I yelled at the customer. He got in trouble. That's the kind of fun stuff you'll find eventually on our YouTube page. Bless you, honey. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you guys next time.